Alright, welcome back to Solo Leveling Anime Review Episode number 2. We review episodes 3 and 4 for the series. Well, Jinwo basically did not die in the previous episode. He basically wakes up the very next episode in a hospital bed, and his arm and leg are reattached. Also, they had that Seiya game pop up again, which was common in Isekai. And, of course, I just watched all my Seiya obviously exceeds the heroes, where he talks to two individuals who are specialists, who's basically a surveillance team. They think he might have had a second weekend, which that's kind of what happened. And they test him, and nothing. Not at the moment, anyways. And, well, consider him a special case. Probably something for later. And then he apparently gets all these tasks like doing push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, running, and because he didn't do them, but also it's revealed that people did survive. Basically, the leader survived, but he has to retire to get his one arm. And as for Jinwo's friend, she presumably has to resign, but she's traumatized. So he, of course, gets punished by being chased by a giant centipede. Well, actually, he's transported desert. Then he gets chased by a giant centipede. And has to survive 4 hours riding away from this damn thing. And he does. And by the way, nurses come by. First, basically, he's not there. And by the way, they do not question why in the world there's sand in his basically his room. And then the very next day, we see him doing running and all the exercise he's supposed to do. And this just gets stronger. He gets all his notifications. He just briefly talk to his sister about it, which is the first time they ever interacted at this point in the series. And apparently he can see these Seiya screens. No one else can. So then he gets basically a chance. He gets like, a loot box. And it's a key to an instant dungeon. Which, after he finishes the hospital, he goes to the dungeon at a subway station in somewhere in Korea, probably Seoul, South Korea, where it's like I think it's like Hinjo Station. I think it says it is. So he unlocks the door and teleports to an alternate dimension. There's a woman basically go up the stairs, and she does not see him. He can see her, but she can't see him. And it's not because basically she's on her cell phone. It's because basically the dimension. And goes down, battles some goblins. Has a little bit of tough time. Using knife first, breaks. Actually breaks when he battles basically next to the foes. Steel teeth wolves, and then defeats one of them by slicing its head in half with a sword. And then he apparently has hands on a sword. And then he proceeds to defeat 2 more, and then a whole pack of them, and gets a whole bunch of leveled up, basically killing one battle, level 2, and apparently leveled up a lot. And after he finishes up there, then he goes down the stairs, where it's obviously like a subway station, probably. So, and then the place is flooded, and then he is attacked by a giant blue snake. Like King of the Swamp, I think it is. And he has a tough time fighting this snake because his armor is thick. Also, his sword broke in half because basically he kept using it a lot. So, eventually he's like, want to get stronger. We see him unlocking his awakening, of course. And after a pretty lengthy battle, he does finally beat it. Meanwhile, though, while this has been going on, another gate has popped open. There's, of course, been a dungeon breach, obviously. By the way, this gate opened up in the middle of the road. Yes, seriously. And it's also like this weather reports of basically all the gates across, they say, Tokyo, but this is Korea. Yeah, probably goes all around the world. So, and they apparently, when he gets out, apparently like, of course, the soldier doesn't recognize he's a hunter until he sees the broken sword. And then he takes him to the area where the final boss is, which is a rock golem, but this has like blue energy with it too, and all the hunters are having a tough time fighting this damn thing, so he beats it. By the way, also his friend's called in too, so she's still traumatized for what happened in the second episode. So he throws his broken sword at the thing's head and defeats it. And the reason why the battle went on so long, because the tankers are basically D rank. Yeah, so he beats the monster, and, well, we get signs basically of what the common image of the series is, of him with like these weird eyes and like this black mist around him. We're getting there. Oh, and by the way, now the first 2 episodes covered the first 10 chapters. Now you're probably thinking like, how much did episodes 3 and 4 cover? 3 went through 11 to 13, and 4 went through chapters 14 through 17. So, in just 4 episodes, they have covered 17 chapters. Oh, the snake is referred to as Blue Venom Fang Kazako. By the way, he does gain particular minerals in this thing. Yeah. Yeah, but otherwise though, really good 2 episodes. And we have roughly 8 more to go. I'm going to go through 2 more and probably call it a night. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. See you in a bit.